We have a job to do tonight. We gotta stay locked in. We gotta give it all we got tonight. Always hold yourself to greatness, determination, and leadership. Do not swing at anything unnecessarily. Always come to work with dignity. With pride. With patience. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome into Banana Ball, live on TruTV and HBO Max. Reginald Horton got the boys fired up for their final regular season series here in Savannah, and then as you can see, the rain and lightning came and blessed us with an opportunity to provide a couple hours of bonus entertainment to the wonderful fans on hand. And finally, the radar is looking half decent, and we are hoping to kick off this three-game set between the Firefighters and the Bananas as we welcome you inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. We are soaking wet because 3 minutes ago we were down with the fans doing trivia with the good people on hand here in the 912. Now we have great protection from the elements, thankful for this wonderful booth, and we get this much-awaited first Firefighters series in Savannah this year as they try and turn the tide against the Nanners team that has dominated them from their inception this season.
Yeah, despite the inclement weather, the Bananas and Firefighters both equally excited to get this series in at Grayson Stadium. Bananas have had a lot of success, only one loss against the Firefighters this season, but things haven't exactly gone according to plan for the Nanas when playing in Savannah this year.
Yeah, let's take a look at the numbers. Of course, the party animals have been on the other side of the coin the vast majority of the time that the Bananas have been playing in historic Grayson this year, and the Nanners 7 wins and 15 losses, only 5 of those wins coming against the party animals, the other 2 against the visitors. Banana Ball's developmental team, and you can see the pitching and hitting. Those are just not recipes for success right there. Now, on the bottom of the graphic, this is what the Firefighters did last year in Grayson, where they had a lot more success than they did on the road.
Yeah, it's very interesting for the Bananas. I have to say they have not played very poorly in Grayson Stadium as a whole, but it's that 2 for 5 in save opportunities this season that has really done them in. The Party Animals has had some big 9th innings against the Bananas this season, with every run counting for a point in the 9th. It's led to some great comebacks for the boys in black and pink. Meanwhile, when we turn to the Firefighters side of things, half of their wins a season ago came here in Grayson Stadium, and they were led by 2 big performers. You see the stats from Dakota McFadden on your screen, a .360 average, 3 extra base hits, and 7 runs batted in. But Logan Lacey, the starting third baseman tonight for the Firefighters, batted above .400 here in Grayson Stadium as well. Gave the Bananas a lot of problems and had multiple hits in each of his first 3 games in Grayson a year ago.
Yeah, Lacey is in the 3-hole tonight. D-Mac is hitting 6th. He's the extra hitter. We also expect to see him on the mound tonight. So he has multiple avenues to helping out his Firefighters try and take game 1 of this 3-game set. And the important thing, as you can see, Mother Nature is still dumping rain on us in Savannah, is the lightning has cleared out. That's why the guys are finally able to get on the field, warm up. We're going to have a ton of pregame festivities for you as the entertainment finally goes from the grandstand protected from the lightning to center stage on the turf. And before we get to all of that, we have to talk about the 11 rules of Banana Ball, because it is, of course, something you may be stumbling.
Is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball 4 sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8. If a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In banana ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings, or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with one fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of banana ball.
Well, that was pretty rude of Virtual Jesse to interrupt me like that, but I'll give him a break this time. We'll crash on back in to our 100-year-old broadcast booth. I guess it's 99 years old. This is year 100 of our beloved home here in the city by the sea, where we got to go through some banana ball history, because nearly a year ago today, 363 days to be exact, we had one of the most impressive offensive performances by the Nanners. The home runs came aplenty last August 23rd, 2024, and it all started with Super Reese Alexiadis, who is the 2025 team leader in long balls. How about an oppo pop off Brady Keiss to start a string of 3 straight innings with walk-off home runs for the Bananas?
Yeah, this came in innings 6, 7, and 8 in the ball game. So the Bananas really clutching up when they needed to in that ball game. You could see Bill Leroy's big fly came after a specialty walk-up, and he was pretty enthused about it as well. Great angle from the slash cam, and Billy Barrels had to let the world know that he was him as well. And then to cap it all off, it was Robert Anthony Cruz, first batter of the 8th inning, straightaway shot to dead center field, and a 3rd straight walk-off.
Yeah, and we get to finish up with Billy Barrels, the 8-year Banana, celebrating his home run sandwiched in between the bombs from Alexiadis and Cruz, who are the 2 current leaders in dingers for the Nanners. As I mentioned, Super Reese with 12 home runs on the tour. He just added his 12th a couple weekends ago in Denver. And then you got Robert Anthony Cruz with 9 home runs. He just added his most recent bomb last weekend in Chicago in walk-off fashion, just like Super Reese's a couple weekends ago in Coors Field.
Yeah, both of these, or all 3 of these guys, I should say, have been playing really impressive banana ball lately. And I would not be surprised if Bill Leroy or Robert Anthony Cruz had another big weekend, seeing as how they have beaten up on the Firefighters recently.
Yeah, and from a couple stars in the Bananas outfield to another one, let's learn how to make backflip catches like David Ray Meadows himself, the inventor of the play.
What's up, guys? I'm DR Meadows, center fielder for the Savannah Bananas, and I am the inventor of the backflip catch.
Into a backflip catch from DR Meadows. Barehanded backflip. DR Meadows, backflip catch, you bet.
And today, I'm going to teach you guys how to do a backflip catch. Now, the first thing to do in a backflip catch is you have to know how to backflip. Backflipping does not happen overnight. When I was younger, I had a trampoline in my yard, so even if I let it on my face, it didn't hurt at all. Now, when you grow the confidence to do a backflip on the ground, you have to get in a firm planting position so you can jump off 2 feet. And from here, the next step is easy. You jump as far back as you can. They teach you growing up to tuck when you jump, but when you do a backflip catch, you don't have time to tuck, so you have to literally jump high and back as you can. Now here's where the ball comes into play. When I backflip, I envision the ball hitting my glove and helping me rotate around. So when I'm a mid-air flip, the ball hits my glove and helps me finish that rotation to the ground. Growing up in the outfield, they do not tell you to backpedal on fly balls, but when you are timing a fly ball to do a backflip, that's the best thing you do is backpedal into it so you can get that firm base, flip and rotate. When you have that down, it's time to get a little bit more elite with it so you can go side to side, but always make sure you plant your feet when you go side to side. And if you get really good at it, just lose the glove and barehand backflip. And that's how you do a backflip catch.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Sir. We now give you live on-field entertainment. We'll toss it down to the young professor as a fan is trying to find this banana on the field with a blindfold. The fans are helping him out.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Really? Really, dude? Oh, if you could see what I could see. He has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He was hovering right on it. All right. Banana Britt, this is your moment. You've come halfway across the world to throw this banana. EJ is waiting for it. Give him the heater, my friend. Boom goes the dynamite. Give it up for the Banana Britt. Coming across the world to throw the first golden banana.
And let's get it over to Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum. The man here in his 8th year at the helm of the Nanners. On the mic.
Yeah, what's up, Banana Nation? I'm fired up to be on this field right now. Every single game here in Savannah is electric. We've battled some rain. We're gonna get this banana ball game in. We've got to figure out if tonight is going to be good or not so good. So to help us figure this out, please welcome to the field 4-year-old Katrina. She's ready. Right here, sister. Big high five. Bang. All right, this is what we're going to do. Split. He's going to bring out a banana. He's going to peel the banana. You are going to take a bite of the banana, and we're going to see if this banana is good or not, all right? Split, bring forth the banana. All right, Katrina. Yeah. I know. You just ate Dippin' Dots, she just ate Dippin' Dots, so we're going to see if she can eat this banana. All right, there's the banana, Katrina. All right, peel the banana. She's peeling. Nice. 1, 2, good. Oh, she got it. Don't worry, she got it. Good. All right, take a bite of that banana, Katrina. Get rid of this peel. Uh-oh, don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one. Just take a bite of that one. Yep. Chew it up. She's chewing fast. Everybody help her out. Chew, 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 chew. She's ready. All right, Katrina. Here's the big question. Is the banana good or is it rotten? Well,
it's good.
It's good!
Oh, a little delayed, but it's good to see that we're going to have ourselves a good night. Well over a 2-hour rain delay. Supposed to have a 7 p.m. Eastern first pitch tonight. We're hoping to have first pitch within the next 15 minutes or so. As the strongest banana in the world has captured everybody's attention.
to left field, we call him Pookie. Wearing number 7, Ty Two-Fly Jackson. Where's Coach Rack? Where's Coach Rack? He's in left center field, wearing 15, Robert Anthony Cruz. In center field, our designated hitter, wearing number 19, Danny Oberst. In right center field, the doctor, wearing number 5, DR, the Doc Meadows. In right field, the superhero of Banana Land, the one-piece legend, Reese Alexiadis. At the third base position, yet again wearing number 18, Mr. Danny Huxley. Also at third base, wearing number 3, the all-time leader in home runs for the Bananas, Eric Scholes. At the shortstop position, our glove magician. Expect a lot of tricks from number 6, Ryan Cox. Also at shortstop, wearing number 4, he's pretty and he's gritty, Kyle KJ Jackson. At second base, our social media star and our greatest showman, number 8, Jackson Olsen. Also at second base, the songbird of our generation, wearing number 13, Dalton Malden. At first base, a mountain of a man, the king of marination, wearing number 11, Carell Pride. Also at first base, wearing number 10, the bat trickster and balance extraordinaire, Alex Ziggy Ziegler. On the mound for his final position, he does it all, Danny Huxley. And behind the plate, wearing number 1, on the mic, myself, Bill LaRue.
Well, the rain has blessed us with extended pregame coverage, and now Bill Leroy is going to give us our banana baby tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, get those spirit fingers high in the sky. Both hands, spirit fingers high in the sky. Feel the vibes this evening. It is time for a Bananas tradition that started back in 2016. A tradition that has brought us 4,112 wins. A number that is completely made up. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for tonight's Banana Baby, Hugo! Hugo is 7 months old and has a snotty nose right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise one more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Hugo!
grand entrance from the Firefighters. And here comes DR Meadows for our fan warm-up.
All right, everybody. It looks like all the players are ready. We had a good time during this rain delay, but we need to get warmed up a little bit. So here to help me is 6-year-old Delaney. All right, Delaney, whatever you do, everyone here has to do. So show us your best dance moves. Crank it sharp. Oh, we're rolling it. Get that energy, girl. Oh, staying in line. The lady said, wake up, everybody. It's time to pump it up. Oh. The lady, isn't it? Late for this? I've seen this one before. Hey, babe. Good job, Delaney. You just got everyone here ready for this game tonight. Give it up one more time for 6-year-old Delaney!
Well, the fans are ready to rumble. They've waited 2 hours and 23 minutes now for Banana Ball. And the young professor on the mound to fire them up. We are now just mere moments away from first pitch.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, and millions more watching at home, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for every single person that waited for 3 hours in Savannah to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball! Baby, it's time to meet the starting lineup for Savannah Bananas. Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR, the top, Meadow. Batting second, the DH, number 19, Dan O'Purse. Batting third, number 4, third baseman, Please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome to the field, Emily Scripps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Scripps.
Good things come to those who wait. After a 2-hour and 29-minute weather delay, we are about to get going. It's going to be game 86 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. And it starts a 3-game set that will be the last 3 regular season games in historic Grayson Stadium this year. The fans who braved the elements for nearly 2.5 hours get to see the Firefighters for the first time in the 9-1-2. And let's get a look at their starting lineup. New man at the top, Ron Franklin Jr. First time in his young Banana Ball career, he gets the leadoff spot. Then Dalton Cornett and Logan Lacey. Cleaning it up is Joe Lytle, followed by Stephen Cullen, Dakota McFadden, Noah Bridges, Caden Green, South Trimble, and Matt Wolf.
Yeah, with Liam Spence out due to injury, Ron Franklin is elevated to the leadoff spot after coming back from an injury in which he had cramps in his right leg. Ron has never batted higher than 5th in the order for the Firefighters, but I know he's excited about this opportunity tonight.
Let's get a look at Bananas' defensive alignment. In the outfield, left to right, Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. And then in the infield, third to first, Kyle Jackson, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. And it's Bill Leroy handling the catching.
Ryan Cox is the standout star last weekend for the Bananas on Saturday night. He was the first player in Banana Ball history with 8 trick plays in a single game, is now leading the tour with 168. And he's completed all 22 of his trick play tries here in the month of August.
And DR's 116 trick plays, second most on the tour. Fun to see KJ and Jackson Olsen racing for that 5th spot. Currently Kyle Jackson with his 70 trick plays, 5th most overall. You get a look at the numbers here for Noah Nisnik, the 2024 Banana Ball Rookie of the Year. He's been fantastic in his sophomore campaign as well.
21st start of the season for Niz Nasty, 5-2 on the season and 3-0 against the Firefighters in 2025. Here in Grayson Stadium alone, Nisnik has really excelled. 31 innings pitched. He's averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 54 seconds and owns a 2.32 earned run average at home. And the last time he pitched, he induced 3 foul outs to fans and became the first pitcher to induce 10 of them in a single tour.
It'll be interesting to see how Noah Nisnik and then Neil Lang, the Firefighters starting pitcher, handle the over 2.5 hour delay now. And we're about to get underway. Let's get it down to the young
Savannah,
professor.
Georgia, I would say that you have waited long enough, so it's time to get this thing going. But to do it, when I count to 3, I need you all to yell out with everything you got left. Start the clock in 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
Showtime indeed, Mr. Grafer. The final tally, 2 hours and 31 minutes on the rain delay. And we get underway at 9:32 p.m. Eastern. Hot boy Ron. His first swing since a couple weekends ago in Denver when he started having those leg cramps. Took him out last week in Chicago as well. And after coming up empty on a couple fastballs, sends another heater to the parking lot. Nothing but gas from Niz Nasty. And 4 pitches in, he's got a K.
And it's a strikeout in 25 seconds for Noah Nisnik as well. Already with quick work against Ron Franklin and stayed dialed in that strike zone the whole time. All 4 of those first pitches, strikes, and you see Niz once again sticking with the gas.
And that's his spot right there because he will tunnel the backdoor curveballs coming in on that exact same plane. Heater behind the keister of the scorching hot Dalton Cornett. Nisnik and Leroy trying to figure out something to get DC3 uncomfortable. He's coming off a banana ball record 4 doubles last Saturday night in right field in Chicago. He's the Firefighters leader in batting average at .352, and he smokes that one deep out to right center. DR Meadows had him played perfectly, tracks it down for the second out.
Yeah, it was certainly a special game for Dalton Cornett last Saturday, collecting those 4 doubles, and it came with the knowledge that he knew his dad was a former White Sox minor leaguer, got to witness that watching in Pippa Passes, and I'm sure Scott awfully proud of DC3.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And now Logan Lacey comes up empty on a 1-0 changeup. That's the equalizer for Nisnik. Goes right back to it and spikes it. 3-pitch mix, primarily fastball, circle change, and the curve. We're working a cutter from time to time in on righties. This one off the end of the bat. And how about that? Ryan Cox juggling that around. Nobody can turn line drives into trick plays like the glove magician. So impressive.
169 trick plays now for Ryan Cox, having some fun with the fans, and it ends a 2-minute and 8-second frame for Niz Nasty.
And of course, Coxie coming off a historic performance. 8 trick plays in last Saturday's contest. That's a new single game record. Let's quickly look at the Firefighters defense. Left to right in the outfield, Trimble, Franklin, and Bridges. And third to first in the infield, Lacey, Green, Wolf, and Cullen, with Cornett behind the plate.
Now we got to look at Neil Lang, tonight's starting pitcher for the Firefighters, making his 5th of 2025 and his first since July 26th. He's 0-1 in his rookie campaign, but has the 3rd best earned run average amongst Firefighters pitchers this season.
All right, let's feast our peepers on the Nanners starting lineup. As per usual, it is DR Meadows at the top, then Oberst, KJ, and Super Reese, with Coxie, Ty Jackson, Rack, Leroy, EJ, and Jackson Olsen to round it out. And let's check in with Sam Bauman down on the field.
Yes, hello, friends. I'm here with Dan Oberst, who's been swinging a heavy bat all across the country, but here at home, Dan, it seems like you got a little something extra special in here. Can you explain it?
Yeah, just getting the pregame work in with Fox. Shout out Fox and staying dialed, baby.
Are you feeling good? You had 2.5 hours to think about this first at bat.
Yeah, I just got like 450 milligrams of caffeine in me after the delay, so we're ready.
Guys, he's juiced up. We're ready. Pico, Josh?
Dials.
How about the Bauman and Oberst inception there? That was infinite. Sam Bauman's and Dan Oberst's if you followed the monitor on the top left of your screen. You just go on forever. Get your magnifying glass out. See how many you can find. Liner out to left center. Diving catch. South Trimble, a web gem to kick off the last of the first.
slick AstroTurf. No problem for South Trumbull to start his night defensively. Hard hit liner off the bat of DR Meadows, and you saw no trouble for him coming over to make a sweet diving play.
Well struck by the doctor, but the Indy Ball veteran Neil Lang, 7 years of pro ball before gracing us with his presence in Banana Land. We'll take it every day of the week. Heater wide, and it's a ball and a strike on the slugger Dan Oberst. Lane gets the backdoor bender in there, fouled away, he's back ahead. Swing and a miss. Leaves the soft stuff away, and Big Cat's got himself his first K.
Yeah, there against Dan Oberst, you saw him a little over-aggressive. Once again, Lang breaking out a bender, and he's a guy who has modeled himself in his career after a guy like Barry Zito. Not surprising. Another big lefty with an excellent curveball.
Two balls and no strikes on Kyle Jackson, having himself just an absurd first full season of Banana Ball. Out of Kent State, a couple months with the Nanners last year after 6 games with the visitors, Banana Ball's developmental team, and he is the tour leader with a .493 on base percentage. Nobody really close for the pride of Bowling Green, Ohio.
That has come across 150 plate appearances this season for K-Jack. Next closest to him, Jake Skoll, who's got a .469 OBP on tour.
Right, which would be a Banana Ball record in itself. DR Meadows had a .450 OBP last year. That's the highest mark we've ever seen at a season's end. Another 2-2. Yanked to the right side. Stephen Cullen, the Firefighters leader in trick plays, will tally number 25 on the year. Scoreless first inning.
An unforgettable season will all come down to the Tour Championship.
Rack, a moonshot, backflip catch!
And the boys are fired up.
Behind the back, all right!
Oh my goodness!
Game-winning home run! Unbelievable! Are you kidding me?
Shaping up to be an amazing Tour Championship.
The next month and a half of Banana Ball is going to be unbelievable, but I cannot wait to get to the Banana Ball Tour Championship, which is going to kick off in early October. It's going to be 2-game series, and if you are tied after the 2 games, it's going to go right to showdowns to see who makes it to the championship.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely electric. Showdowns can be a coin flip at times. So it is really going to force the teams in those series to be at their best with the game on the line. And now you got to look at the Tour standings. Party Animals currently in a position to be the #1 seed headed into the Tour Championship. The Bananas 3 games behind them, but have won 16 of their last 17. So they've closed quite a gap over the last month and a half.
Right, and the Firefighters are 3.5 games behind the Tailgaters as they battle for that 3 seed. If the season ended today, it would be Party Animals Firefighters 1 versus 4, Bananas Tailgaters 2 versus 3 as far as the seeds go. And we've got 4th through 6th in the lineup here for the Firefighters, kicking off the second. Joe Lytle, the designated hitter. The overall numbers on the tour, not what you would expect for Lytle, as this is going to be a fly out to a sliding Reese Alexiadis, but boy, has he been hot as of late. 5 knocks last weekend in Chicago, and robbed of one there by Super Reese.
Lytle entered the month of August, batting just .172 on the season, a .504 OPS. Tonight, he's entered with a .253 batting average and .698 OPS. He's had 11 hits come in the month of August alone. A red-hot bat for them right now.
You could say the same for Stephen Cullen, who finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Hitting .259 overall, but a .362 batting average across the last month of play. With some pop as well, shanks this right side, that's gonna find turf. Cullen respecting the terrific arm of Reese Alexiadis, content with a 1-out single.
T-Mac McFadden.
Bringing him to the plate is Lieutenant Bobby Sowell of the Glynn County Fire Rescue. Bobby has served for 15 years. So fans, let's hear it for our firefighter of the night, Lieutenant Bobby Sowell.
It's always a wonderful moment when we get to shout out our firefighter of the night. Bobby Sowell doing yeoman's work about an hour down the road in Glynn County. And now D-Mac, the son of a firefighter, behind 0-1, make it 0-2. Big swing and a miss on the high heat.
Yeah, not surprising to see from McFadden hit the first home run in Firefighters franchise history in this ballpark in just their second ever game. So, guy with a lot of pop in that bat. And Niz delivers another fastball past the bat of Dakota McFadden and picks up strikeout number 2 on his night.
Both of them on the high cheese. Nearly a carbon copy to the weapon of choice to strike out Ron Franklin back in the first. And now Noah Bridges. His namesake Noah Nisnik must beware of dog.
Well, you can tell right now that Nisnik really feeling himself with the fastball at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And the beautiful thing about it is second time through the Firefighters order, that's when he gets to mix in the curveball and his circle changeup as well and keep them off balance.
Swing and a miss. The gas does the trick again. Niz nasty, downright filthy tonight. 3 strikeouts through 2 scoreless innings of work. Nanner's offense trying to heat up when we return.
Professor, we got a good, fiery fans on this side, my good man. But we're going to be singing 3 songs this evening. So, Shark, can you get us started here?
You're going down, Marshall. We lost earlier. We're getting it back right now. Let's go. Come on, first base side. Let's not let the storm rage on. Yeah.
The first point of the send-off goes to the first base side. Next song.
Come on now.
Grayson Stadium, you sound amazing tonight. The winner of tonight's send-off is...
Come on.
I said the winner of tonight's send-off
Welcome back to Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. Presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Super Reese Alexiadis leading off the bottom of the second inning. And boy, has he been unbelievable here in his second year in Banana Ball. He's the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. And of course, soft contact after the hype up. Neil Lang takes care of him. And the Nanners tour leader in home runs retired on one pitch. That's 2 straight innings for Big Cat, getting the first out on just 1 pitch.
Yeah, efficient stuff for Neil Lang through just 11 pitches in the first inning. And now after retiring the ever-dangerous Alexiadis, he gets the matchup advantage against a lefty in Ryan Cox.
Gives Coxie gas right down the chute. And then misses high with the heat. It's about 88 to 91 with the fastball for the kid out of Walnut Creek, California. Pitcher's pitch there to jump back in front of the glove magician. And that is a great take. Great call by home plate umpire Andrew Gerard. Just missed a pinch down and away. Slap the opposite way. Fielded between the legs. Logan Lacey across the diamond in time. Fancy footwork over there by Stephen Cullen and Nathan Neuer, the first base umpire, with the forward roll on the out call.
Impressive play from Logan Lacey, fielding it between his legs, and despite a little bit of a high throw, it pays to have a big man at first base in Stephen Cullen, able to come down with that out. And now Ty Jackson takes a mighty cut through the heater from Lang, comes up empty.
Yeah, 6'4" first baseman don't grow on trees. Stephen Cullen making a home for himself over there. 2 straight years as the Firefighters' everyday first baseman, and he has plussed his defense an immense amount here in his sophomore campaign.
Well, you're seeing an 86% trick play success rate for Cullen in his sophomore campaign.
Right, which is fantastic.
He had just a 50% success rate as a rookie, so you've really seen all the time and effort he's put into his trick plays over there at the first base bag.
1-2 coming to Ty Jackson. He sends this the opposite way with some gusto. On the run, watching it bang off the top of the wall is Noah Bridges, and Ty to fly. Able to keep a foot on the bag. It is wet turf. He's got great speed. Spooky with the head first slide into second. And Ty Jackson, the first Nanner to reach their 6th batter of the game. I mean, that was an inch, maybe 2 away from his first career banana ball home run.
He was flexing the opposite field power, thought it was going to leave the yard. A lot of his teammates did too. They were getting ready to barrel towards home plate. Instead, it's a 2-bagger for Ty. And now the Nanners have something special.
Really? I was so confused when Noah Bridges sprinted in from right with only 2 outs. And it was really a wonderful duet of a walk-up and a walk out from his dugout for Bridges.
I mean, you do that an hour ago when you don't even need the hose for Robert Anthony Cruz.
The extra water feels like overkill at this point. Golly. It's just a 2.5-hour rain delay, folks. Don't need to add insult to injury. Inning-winning run on second. That's a heck of a pitch from Neil Lang. Gas right on the outside corner to his fellow Golden State man. And that's a great take from Rack on the next offering.
This is a man who's having quite the turnaround here in the month of August. Cruz batting .444 with 2 doubles, 2 homers, and 3 runs batted in, and is ahead in the count 3-1. If Lang issues ball 4, a sprint would win the inning for the Nanners.
Rack trying to win it himself with the bat. Too much launch angle. Long run for Matt Wolf. He is wisely called off by Noah Bridges. And Neil Lang strains the inning-winning run in scoring position. It's still goose eggs through 2. And YouTube, we get the Banana Band.
Hey, YouTube.
What up, YouTube?
Thanks for sticking it out with us tonight.
The dogs in the chat. Oh, Delano's in the chat. Love to see that. Delano, I hope Mississippi is treating you well. Can't wait to see what happens across the next 2 nights between your boys and those Texas tailgaters. Someday I'll get to Starkville, Mississippi. It's on the bucket list.
I almost did it.
Oh. One day, Josh. Welcome back to Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's been a really fun 2 innings of action after our 2.5-hour rain delay. And a few thousand folks sticking it through on a Thursday night, absolutely drenched. Lightning and downpouring rain for well over 2 hours. And the bottom 3 in the Firefighters order due to swing it. Caden Green just a little bit antsy. His first swing back at the dish since being hit on the left hand by a fastball high and tight, 7th inning last Friday night in Chicago. The swelling kept him out of the contest on Saturday. And now a swinging bunt, tough play. Noah Nisnik wheeling, firing to first. In time, Niz Nasty. Impressive work, hopping off the bump.
Well, considering how much he's loved the heater tonight, a bullet over to first, perfect play from Noah Nisnik in the out.
Just a little something happy in Louisiana, a little hard, don't worry. Sit down at my table, put your mind at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything I please. I can read your future, I can change it around some too. I look deep into your heart and soul. You do have a soul, don't you, Lance? Make your wildest dreams come true. I got voodoo, I got hoodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. And I got friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side.
I mean, how did he do it? I just don't get it.
Oh, you run like your funny tricks, Magic Man.
I don't get it. I love Magic. Gosh. Where did it come from? Where did that ribbon come from? He has no sleeves. I mean, he's got that one arm sleeve, but it didn't come from that arm sleeve. I know it didn't. It came from the other hand. Gosh, that is baffling. And with an 0-1 count on Trimble, we get ourselves a little dance from Nisnik and company, and he revs the count up to no balls and 2 strikes. Trimble well struck out to left. Rack will get it on a line. The barrel, but nothing to show for it for South.
Yeah, the Firefighters making pretty good contact to start tonight's game. Cornett with a nice shot to center field. Now Trimble a liner into left. That's made things difficult on the Bananas from a trick play standpoint, especially considering we've also seen 3 strikeouts already from Noah Nisnik tonight.
And now Matt Wolf, 1 for 8 on the year, known for his trickery on the mound. He is a pesky cat at the dish as well, getting the start at second base with Liam Spence. Out injured for now, not a serious injury, but nothing to goof around with. This is a marathon, not a sprint. After the rain delay last weekend, he fell on a slippery third base, and Matt Wolf starting in his place. Hot shot right back up the middle. Second hit of the night for the Firefighters.
And now he finds himself 2 for 6 this season against the Savannah Bananas. So in the limited playing time, Wolfie, the two-way man, is finding himself some success.
Back to the top of the order. A firm fastball in there for strike 1. Teron Franklin Jr., who went down swinging his first time. and fooled on the circle change. I'll tell you what, Noah Niznik has had a lot of 0-2 counts tonight.
And this is where you're seeing the difference for him. Second time through the order, he pounded Franklin with fastballs, slows down the bat, and then uses the gas yet again to collect strikeout number 4 on the evening.
And all of them have come on the heat. Noah Niznik dealing through 3. We are still scoreless, and we'll get it down to Jolie Chabala on the field.
In foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Tonight, we are celebrating Jana. Jana started her foster care journey at the age of 23 as a social worker. She decided that she wanted to do more, so she adopted 4 teens into her family. And in total, her and her kiddos have welcomed 13 children and teens into their home. Fans, give it up for Jana and her crew as they come to the field for all that they do in our foster care community.
Another big shout out to our Bananas Foster Family of the Night. Here is how you can support foster families all throughout the country.
I came from a small town of Dublin, Georgia. Never used to play in front of crowds this big. Definitely wasn't dancing in front of them. This perspective of baseball changed my life for the better. It got me out of my shell, out of my comfort zone a little bit, and got me chasing, you know, kind of that dream of playing in front of big crowds that I always wanted to do. So this place has been everything and more for me from a baseball standpoint.
Yeah, speaking of Bill Leroy, he's right here, and he's leading off the inning. And what you've been doing with the bat, Bill, you've made it look so easy. It seems like anybody could do it, what you're doing.
You're darn right they can. Hold this bat, Sam. Get right here. You're going to hold this bat firm like you mean it, Sam. Hold it. It is all in the hips. It's all in the hips, and you're going to fire that bat through the door.
Fire that.
That's what it's like, Sam. You got to also have it up top mentally.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're doing, okay?
Okay, guys, on the hips. I'm going to let Bill show you
and
guys.
And then you got to entertain, Sam.
He's going to walk you through it because, Josh, I think I've hips.
Yeah, Bill. And then you got to entertain like this, guys.
Doing the stroke is all in the hips too, Bill.
Just like this, towards the Firefighters, all right? Get those hands clapping, everybody in the whole ballpark. I'm facing a lovely man named Nolan Daniel I played high school ball with. I caught him for multiple years. He's going to throw me a first pitch heater down the middle. I'm going to hit it back at him. Here we go.
Shout out West Lawrence High School. Oh, good cut. You got the fastball, Bill.
I tried to hit it right back at him. All right, well, now he's probably going to go slider. So sit back on it, hit it over second. Here we go. Just like that, that's up. Ready him like a book. Ready him like a book, guys.
Good duck there, Bill.
Oh, that's good pitch there, good pitch.
Yeah, that's nice, front door bender.
Oh,
right
what
back
did you?
to it.
He threw it again, and did he get enough? Oh my goodness! And just like that, guys, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. You just keep moving your hips back and forth, and then when you see the hanging breaker for multiple times in a row, you just clobber your 6th homer of the year, which, by the way, is the most homers I've ever hit in a season.
That's true.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. And I'm not even out of breath. Are you kidding me?
And that's how you hit a home run, folks.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I'm getting killed. Children of the corn.
Bill, how exactly did you do that?
It's all in the hip, Sam. It's all in the hip.
Hey,
and you gotta have it up here mentally.
I gotta ice my hips, guys.
It's all in the hip, Sam. Love you guys.
What are you doing?
A bodybuilding competition.
Well, Bill Leroy is turning into a mythical being. Let's pass it down to young Prov.
Gio, how old are you?
17.
17 years young. Prime of your life. Show us your muscles. Let's see what you got. A little tricep action, all right. And that side chest. All right, somebody's been watching Pumping Iron. Pretty good. That's Gio, everybody. All right, next up over here. What is your name?
Ryan.
All right, Ryan, how old are you, my friend?
40.
40 years young. All right, Ryan, a little more experience. Show us what you got here. Double by. He's been hitting the gym. All right, yeah. It's Ryan. That's pretty good, Ryan. All right, our next contestant. Sir, what is your name?
Randy.
Okay, Randy. How old are you, Randy?
75.
75. That's a 7 and a 5. All right, Randy. What do you got, man? Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, Randy. All right, fans, you got to vote for the winner. Is it Gio? Is it Ryan? Or is it Randy? Give it up, 75 years young, it's Randy.
Well, an impressive victory in the Mr. Olympia contest for that man, and another look at the mic'd up, inning-winning walk-off home run from Bill Leroy with a tutorial on how you can do it yourself to boot.
And just like Bill said, career-high 6th home run this season, and he now has 11 extra base hits this year against the Firefighters. 9 doubles, a triple, and now that home run that came against his former high school teammate.
Yeah, Bill was a senior when Nolan Daniel was a sophomore at West Lawrence High School. Not too far down the road in Dublin, Georgia. And caught one of the greatest seasons for a pitcher in Georgia high school baseball history. Nolan Daniel was unbelievable with Leroy behind the dish. Some uncharacteristic lack of control there from Noah Nisnik, who has been absolutely dialed all night long. 4 straight bad ones to the ever-dangerous Dalton Cornett. Didn't want to give him a cookie on the 3-0. And the Firefighters have their third base runner.
Nisnik might find himself just a little bit too juiced following the celebration there from Bill Leroy, who is going to have this ball get behind him, and it will lead to Cornett moving up to second, and a steal of first for Logan Lacey, his 3rd of 2025.
Upon watching it live, feels like a passed ball.
Yes, that's what I would say.
So a pass ball gets Cornett up to second. Logan Lacey with his 3rd steal of first. That ties the man at the dish, Joe Lytle, for the team lead. And he cracks that into right. A knock for Lytle. Alexiadis has a cannon for an arm. And with no outs, no reason for Corey Pye to send his catcher home. So Cornett station to station. Lacey up to second. Lytle 5 for 10 last weekend. Now 1 for 2 tonight. And Stephen Cullen, who got the first hit of the ball game. Right back up the middle, liner nabbed by Nisnik over to first. That is a 1-2-3 double play. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Unbelievable, and Nisnik wants the noise from the crowd here in Grayson Stadium. Great snap off of the pitcher's mound, and then able to throw home immediately to Leroy, who then is able to double up Stephen Cullen at first base. You talk about a play right when you need it. That is exactly what just happened for Niz Nasty.
Still 2 runners in scoring position. And a fastball low on Zachary Bridges. Pinch hitting here for Dakota McFadden, who's in the bullpen as we speak. Most likely will be the next man from the pen that Val Perez turns to. Bridges on the 2-0, fouls it straight back. He launched his second home run of the tour last weekend in Chicago. And a dangerous count. Ball 4 will score 2 here. It was a solo home run against Noah Nisnik on a fastball. Count is full. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Noah Nisnik bears down. And 5 Ks now through 4 scoreless innings, stranding 2 men in scoring position.
And the outs come all from Noah Nisnik, collecting the liner on the double play and coming away with the K.
Get up and stretch them out, stretch those legs out. In fact, stretch those arms out nice and high right now because it's time for a little hey baby. Here we go. All right, clap it out, and I want you to sing. You waited a long time to play this game tonight, so we need you to bring that energy. Come on, Savannah. Here we go. I know y'all can be louder than that. Come on now. I say keep clapping. We're going to shuffle it out to the left. Get ready, here we go. Come on, one more, get loud. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Still bringing it here late at night in Savannah, Georgia.
It's larger than life, honestly. It's hard to wrap my mind around how big this is right now, and I'm trying to do my best to appreciate this while it's happening and enjoy the moment.
Mariners and Twins minor leaguer, Eric Jones Jr. leading off the last of the 4th. Nolan Daniel out for another inning of work. He only got to face his former high school catcher, Bill Leroy, in the 3rd. Billy Barrels sent a ball to the land of good and plenty on the mic. All-time moment. And now Daniel trying to put up a 0, keep the deficit at just 1. He's got a real heavy sinker, and that's what Eric Jones Jr. just fouled back. The slider is disgusting. He'll work in a circle change as well, but almost only to lefties. Slider does too much sliding there. Heck of a job by Cornette to prevent EJ from an attempt at stealing first.
Well, he started by hammering EJ mostly with the gas and everything, going to that outside portion of the plate, against EJ. They know he can turn on pitches like he did just there, but instead, this one shanked foul.
Maceo Harrison coaching first base in his very unique way. Cornette and Daniel sticking with the heat. And another 2-strike pitch spoiled. EJ flicks this one foul. Noah Bridges will watch it sail into the middle deck. Not caught by the fans. Great battle here to kick off the bottom of the fourth.
So far, 8 pitches between Eric Jones Jr. and Nolan Daniel. And number 9 tagged out to deep right center field. On the run is Ron Franklin, and this banana ball over his head. So EJ will chug into second with a stand-up double.
10th two-bagger of the tour for Eric Jones Jr. He gives way to Malachi Mitchell, the Nanners' designated runner. And another look at the leadoff double that puts the inning-winning run in scoring position, now in the form of the fastest man in the sport. Those 57 runs scored you saw on the Malachi Mitchell graphic, leading the Nanners. And 2 balls and no strikes on a red-hot Jackson Olsen. Been a quality at-bat machine as of late, and that is a pitcher's pitch to get Nolan back in the count. And now Flash stuck between second and third, but Cornette threw behind him, and Malachi Mitchell's gonna pick up a stolen base. The inning-winning run 90 feet closer now.
Well, you see Flash caught in between and was thinking about stuttering back to second. Instead, he's able to get to third, and a pitch getting away from Dalton Cornette behind the dish is going to lead to Flash the Kid scoring the inning-winning point for the Bananas here in the fourth.
Yeah, confusion abounding right now. I think the Firefighters thought Cornette may have gotten a piece of it. And that was not the case. So Malachi Mitchell scores an inning-winning run on a wild pitch. Nanners up 2-0. You are watching live Banana Ball on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. We head to our 5th inning of action after a 2.5-hour rain delay tonight. Our game is cooking through 4. Nanners up 2-0. It was scoreless through 2. Neil Lang and Noah Nisnik both terrific. And then a walk-off home run from Bill Leroy in the 3rd. And an Eric Jones Jr. double, setting up a stolen base and a walk-off on a wild pitch for Malachi Mitchell in the 4th. Just like that, the Nanners have doubled their lead, and Noah Bridges leading off the 5th inning against Corel Prime. First man out of the pen greeted rudely. An ambush from Bridges, who struck out against Noah Nisnik. And the Firefighters with something cooking.
Well, the ball now in the hand of the former Colorado Rockies minor leaguer Corel Prime, who is 2-0 this season and has been especially dominant against the Firefighters this season. An ERA below 1 in 13 innings pitched, and he's averaged 3 outs in 3 minutes and 31 seconds against Banana Ball's 3rd team.
2 balls, no strikes on Caden Green. Bounced into a soft tapper to Nisnik his first time. No, Nisnik's final line. 4 innings of scoreless work with 5 strikeouts. And a pair of points earned. Now a 3-1 count on the Firefighters shortstop. Nope, he was plunked. Plate umpire Andrew Gerard with the call. So Peanut, that's 2 out of his last 3 plate appearances going to last weekend in the Windy City. And he's gotten a fastball high and tight. That one just grazes him though. So he'll take the free 90. 2 men on, nobody gone. South Trimble takes the slider outside. The 2-0. There's that sinker right down the chute. Everything Corel Prime throws moves. With that one inside, another hitter's count. And Prime dots the outside corner. Nasty pitch. The count is full. Prime will give a look at Noah Bridges on second. He's got 7 steals and 8 tries. And a chopper left side will be foul.
That's exactly what Prime's trying to execute right now. A ball on the ground. Comes in with one of the most effective sinker balls in Banana Ball, and it's been working for him a lot lately. He's had 21 groundouts induced against the Firefighters, and his payoff pitch will run inside and score at least 1 here in the inning for the Firefighters.
Good hustle by South Trimble. Able to leg it out to second. And the Firefighters celebrate their first run scored of the evening in style. South Trimble with the RBI ball for sprint. And he's able to get 2 bases out of it before all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher could toss the ball around. Which means a couple ducks on the pond for Matt Wolf. He muscles this one deep out to right. Alexiadis grabbing it on the run, and the throw's going to come in towards second. Peanut scores the 2nd run of the inning on the sac fly from Wolfie. Firefighters, great chance to earn a point now here in the 5th.
And that's a pretty intelligent decision from Reese Alexiadis in right field. Having to throw over the shoulder, would have had no shot at getting Caden Green out at home, so instead throws it into second base and keeps Trimble from moving up to 3rd and possibly scoring on another sac fly.
Back to the top. That was a dirty slider to get Ron Franklin. Prime goes right back to it this time. Hot boy Ron Wise to it. A filthy one again. The White Castle special, 3 straight sliders. And off the end of the bat, Hot boy Ron dunks it into left. Cruz attacking, Trimble getting a stop sign from Pye. And he'll fire it into Prime. Runners on the corners now with 1 out. Great speed on 1st and 3rd. In Franklin and Trimble respectively. Now Dalton Cornett, the best hitter on the team, takes a slider in there for strike 1. Disgusting changeup. I'll tell you what, the movement almost too much for Prime tonight. Works in his favor there. That is a laser beam off of EJ, deflected to Olsen. He'll flip it back to first. A 3-4-3 putout. Credit Cornett with a ribeye on the bullet.
That one absolutely tagged off the bat of Dalton Cornett. Nonetheless, incredible adjustment by Jackson Olsen. Able to run over quickly, collect the out nonetheless, and now Ryan Cox and Eric Jones Jr. are able to thread the needle and pull up a double trick play to end the top of the 5th for the Nanners.
Dynamic double trick play at that. Coxie to EJ. Snazzy stuff. We'll get it down to the young professor.
So I've got 4 contestants. I've got Paul, Trevor, Matt, and Cody. They're going to be right here in the middle next to me. And when I say go, they're going to start spinning around on those baseball bats. They're going to get nice and dizzy. When they pop up, they have to run and hug the nearest bandana. We will get down to the last man. Last one to hug their bandana is the winner. All right, fellas, foreheads down on those bats. On your mark, get set, spin until that music stops. Here we go. All right, they're spinning. They're going. Round and round they go. I'm not one of them. It's not me. Nope. We have our, oh wait, Radbod's waiting. We have our first elimination. You're out of here. All right, 3 guys back in the middle. Let's get down to it. 3 guys in. Take a bat out. Take a man in out. Go, go, go. Spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. 2 bananas left. 2 to go. Better find them. All right, Cody's out. We're down to 2. Come on, fellas. It's the last one. Here we go. Spin, spin, spin. It's Paul versus Matt. Last 2. Last one. There goes Paul. He's up. He is our winner. Give it up for Paul and musical hugs.
How about that? The old musical hugs. And we've got Dakota McFadden, the new man on the mound. The extra hitter to start the ball game. T-Mac's really been terrific in his limited action on the bump this year.
Has a 127 ERA plus, indicating he's been 27% better than the tour average arm. And he's succeeded in keeping the banana ball on the ground. 11 groundouts, 4 flyouts induced this season.
And Jackson Olsen back at the dish and golfing this one out to right center field. He was at the plate when the bottom of the 4th ended. Flies out to Noah Bridges here. That was on the walk-off wild pitch. Malachi Mitchell came racing in from 3rd on. Back to the top of the order we go for the Nanners. Chasing 3 runs. And D.R. Meadows only saw 1 pitch his first time. Scorched a ball into a diving catch from South Trimble in left. Strikes another ball well, deep out to left center. This time Ron Franklin is going to make the play. With 2 down, Dan Oberst is going to bless us with a specialty walk-up. That's Barista Dan, for anybody asking. It's a trend where baristas use their espresso machines to actually be cryo. So then in Banana Land, we don't have an espresso machine. We do have cryo, though. So we're using our cryo to pretend to be an espresso machine that's pretending to be cryo.
You landed the plane.
I got there.
I tried to do that with my Keurig this morning, and it didn't. It didn't work out.
First pitch to Oberst inside. I can't believe it didn't go well for you.
Guess I got to invest in one of them espresso machines.
Oh my goodness, our third base camera operator nearly dinged on the foul ball for our DH, but good evasive maneuvers by Jessica. And Dan Oberst, a high fly ball to left. The Firefighters, Lightning McQueen and company cut the Nanners lead in half. They win the 5th inning, 3 runs to nothing. They now trail 2-1. Ka-chow! Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on TruTV and HBO Max. Bill Leroy with the big bash in the third inning. Walk-off smash. Got the Nanners up 1-0 on the mic. That's going to be an all-time Bananas broadcast moment. And then Nisnik in the fourth. Bases chucked. No outs. He turns the 1-2-3 double play. Escapes unscathed. And Cox and EJ combining for sweet double trick play magic. Just an inning ago. But that was at the tail end of a 3-run frame for the Firefighters. D-Mac, another great outing himself, puts the Bananas down 1-2-3 in the bottom half. Gets the Firefighters on the board in the all-important points department. And it is 2-1 Savannah Bananas as we head to our 6th inning. Joe Lytle takes the slider below the knees, and a hot shot snagged by EJ. He pulls off the Professor. Nice trick play from the Nanners first baseman to kick off the 6th.
Yeah, EJ making a nice play behind the first base bag, and then you'll see him whipping it behind his side to come away with the Professor in the 4th trick play of the night for the Savannah Bananas.
Now Stephen Cullen, who rocketed the ball into the scoop from Nisnik that started that 1-2-3 double play. Bases were loaded with no outs in the 4th. It was not a fault of Cullen. That ball was blistered. Niz just made a fantastic play, and now Correll Prime makes a fantastic pitch. Goes to the changeup for his first K.
And it's a lot of quick work right now for Correll Prime. Following that strikeout against Stephen Cullen, we now find ourselves just 1 minute and 6 seconds into the frame with D-Mac in the right-handed batter's box.
Sinker for strike one. I mean, the ball is dancing for Prime tonight. And he follows it up with the slider. Ed McFadden getting out of the box. 0-2. Flail and a miss. Nastiness from Correll Prime. Back-to-back Ks. And he puts the Firefighters down in short order.
2 straight 3-pitch strikeouts, and it is a 1 minute and 24-second inning for Correll Prime, the fastest of his Banana Ball career.
We are blessed to have a surprise sheet race here in the middle of the 6th inning from our city by the sea, Savannah, Georgia. With the over 2.5-hour rain delay tonight, we've had some in-between inning promotions shuffled around. Not on the script, but we get our sheet race and they are off. Yellow to an early lead. Dark blue and light blue jostling for second place. Green is in last. Around the first bend, yellow with a textbook performance. Absolutely cooking. Dark blue getting a little bit of separation from light blue. It is really 4 different races, and now dark blue closing the gap to yellow. It's a 2-sheet race for the victory. Yellow trying to haul it in. Dark blue coming up the side. What an all-time performance. Dark blue with the victory out of nowhere. The comeback kid with the win. Yellow in second, light blue third. Green, a fantastic race, will take 4th.
And all of the fundamentals were correct as well for dark blue, keeping all the limbs inside the sheet before diving over that line just in time to claim the victory.
I am so gosh darn proud of all 4 of those contestants. I mean, that was textbook sheet race, nothing below the board, rather.
Lightning had a front row seat to that.
I would like to see Lightning McQueen participate in one of these sheet races. That is...
Yeah, you think anybody's beating that guy?
Come on.
No way. Get real.
That's Johnny Hummel's beloved Lightning McQueen. Dakota McFadden, nasty changeup to jump out in front of Kyle Jackson. Goes back to the well, same result. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the Nanners. And a soft tapper right side. Cullen under the leg flip. D-Mac can't handle it. And KJ, who's got great wheels, is going to scamper up to second. Interesting scoring decision to come on this one because it looked like Cullen put it right in the breadbasket and McFadden just kind of clanged it. Getting another look here.
And they were going to beat Jackson to the bag. That's just an E1 on D-Mac.
For sure. Completely agree. So the inning-winning run into scoring position. McFadden's been excellent on the bump. This is his first base runner in an inning plus of work, and that was a phenomenal stop by Dalton Cornett to keep that inning-winning run on second base. The ever-dangerous Reese Alexiadis. Neil Lang was able to induce soft contact against the Nanners' home run king here in 2025. Got a soft tapper right back to him. Super Reese screws himself right into the turf on the swing and a miss.
He's not necessarily hitting for a high average here in the month of August, but Alexiadis has 5 walk-offs in his last 5 games and spits on one that skips right in front of home plate and moves Kyle Jackson just 90 feet away from scoring the inning-winning run.
Yeah, this is where the Nanners will kill you, because you've got guys who are going to execute. With an error that gets KJ to second, a wild pitch gets it to third. Now 2-2 to Alexiadis. He's a tough character at the dish. For all the power he's got, 20 ball 4 sprints compared to 21 strikeouts. He really has cut down on his Ks here in his second World Tour. And a payoff coming with the infield in for the Firefighters. Ball 4, and the Nanners will claim another point. Crank to left, that'll do the job as well. Reese Alexiadis, his tour-leading 22nd walk-off of the year. An unearned run against DMAC, but the Nanners regain their 2-point lead. And Maceo Harrison leading the walk-off celebration. A slow jam from the fellas as the Bananas now lead 3-1. And 3 innings still to go. Looks like we're about to get the world's fastest inning, which means no promo between frames. Primetime's going to be out for a 3rd inning of work. And look at that. We're right back to the action. Noah Bridges, a healthy swing and a miss. It's 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Firefighters. Nice piece of hitting. Bridges aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Singles in each of his last 2 trips to home plate.
And both of them lead-off knocks for the Firefighters right fielder. And again, plus speed on the bases now. 7 steals. He's only been caught once.
Yeah, the pride of Four Oaks, North Carolina, kick-started that 3-run rally in the 5th. That led to the Firefighters' lone point so far in the ballgame. Even if he isn't running when he's on the bases, the threat of Bridges can be enough to discombobulate pitchers and catchers. And you see Caden Green still having a tough time, swelling not all the way down on that left hand after he was plunked last Friday night in Chicago. But he is gritting through it. So there's just no time to be missing games here. And he's got himself a knock. That kid is gritty. Peanut with the base hit. He's now on base for a 2nd time in 3 tries tonight.
And fortunately, we'll have him on the mic very soon, so we'll get to hear more about the night from Caden Green, who told us before the game the most difficult part of batting tonight was going to be the left hand at the bottom of the knob on that bat. Didn't seem to cause him any issues right there.
Not at all. Back up the middle. This could be 2. Cox under the leg transfer. Double play on the speedy South Trimble. And a trick play to boot for the glove magician, who will pull up his counterpart after the twin killing.
And everything about that play was timed perfectly for Ryan Cox. Between the legs as quick as he could be. No flip, taking it to the bag himself and getting that throw to EJ just ahead of Trimble to get a huge double play for primetime.
Isaac Parra pinch hitting for Matt Wolf. Peter grazes the outside corner to even up the count. Wolfie was 1 for 2 on the night. Nice start for him. And a pop-up right side behind the back. Eric Jones Jr. with a runner on 3rd. Pulling off the trick play. EJ has been dazzling with the glove tonight over at 1st. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Nanners up 3-1. Holy moly, YouTube. This game has been really quite a delight.
Oh, no, man. It's all good. I appreciate it.
Now we get to talk to Peanut. Like, just keeps getting better and better. All right, I got to catch up on my book here, everybody. That is a 6-3 TPO double play. And then that's an F3 TPO to close out the inning. Pico's caught up. And we're going to have Marshall Schill on the bunt. Bar will do. The fans here listening to the big board out in center field, as they should. No, we do not hear Peanut. We do not. Oh, real quiet. Kid is real quiet. Juice them up, folks. All right, I hear you a little better, but I'd love like double your volume. Welcome back to Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. Joining us on the mic, Firefighters shortstop Caden Green, who was plunked last weekend, had to miss a game, and certainly not fully healthy, but gritting his way through it. Peanut 1 for 2 on the night. Another hit by pitch on a heater up and in. How has your evening been going for you, man?
I've been going good.
Time to make a play. Charging in. Attaboy! Woo! Fastest hands this side of the Mississippi.
Come on, oh, goodness, my earpiece fell. I can hear you. I heard something about fastest hands in Mississippi. I like that.
We get another look as you take care of your counterpart, Ryan Cox, and now Ty Jackson, who doubled his first time. Marshall Schill is the new man on the mound for the Firefighters.
Got a feeling I'm about to get one here, boys.
I love that. Peanut, this is your first Banana Ball World Tour. You were in the Pioneer League last year. So after a couple years at Auburn, and you had a good feeling, Ty.
Yep.
Your collegiate Bananas teammate able to get that one through the hole, though. How cool is it for you to be back in Banana Land and get to be the shortstop of the Firefighters?
Oh, man, that's awesome. I was so excited whenever I was playing any ball. I got reached out to, and to come back home to Banana Land, and where I feel like I belong, and it's been a blast. This tour has been nothing but special, and made some memories that I will never forget.
Now, what has life been like with the Firefighters, and what was it like to play on their headline tour when you guys were the home squad?
I mean, getting to be a part of the first ever one was spectacular, and we played all three in Virginia. All three in Virginia, I believe, and the crowds really showed out for us. Really special, especially to do it against the Tailgaters, the other new team, and just bringing some new style and some new faces to Banana Ball, so it's pretty cool.
Now it's going to be Bill Leroy, who had the walk-off homer in the third. And Marshall Schill 1 out away from putting up a very important 0 here. Now, for the folks who don't go all the way back to the summer of 2022, when we talked about it a few times, tie off for second, throw down. Not in time. Nice scoop and tag, though, by Para. Can you explain to the world where the Peanut nickname comes from all the way back in Berry Hill?
You know, it's sad to say, but there's no crazy story.
Right.
I've just always been a smaller guy, and dang it.
Yeah, that could be another walk-off for Leroy. Ron Franklin
let it eat.
Throwing.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect throw. But Ty Jackson, too much speed.
And they never give me enough time with you boys.
It always happens like this, Peanut.
We're blessed to talk with you nonetheless, man.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are the best.
Thank you so much. Listen, we're going to do it again. I'll say a couple times.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Caden Green. He was going to be on the mic last Friday night before the hit by pitch took him out of the ball game. So thrilled to have him join us this evening. The festivities spoiled by Billy Barrels, bringing home tie 2 fly. Nanners lead 4-1, 2 innings still to play. And YouTube, we get to watch the Banana Nanas dance. Come on now, how lucky are we? live on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You look at the Go Bananas fan wall, signed by thousands of Nanners faithful across this 2025 tour. It's been a new wall across each of the last 3 seasons. And we've got the top of the order here in the top of the 8th, Zach Phillips, the fastest pitcher in the sport. I mean, he is firing on a pace unlike any other. Gets a generous call and now misses inside. 2-2 on Ron Franklin Jr. And that is going to be a strikeout to kick things off.
Well, he's become the go-to setup man for the Bananas because of his speed. He's up to 20 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings in August. And you've got to watch the feet of Zach Phillips on the mound. He already has that foot back on the rubber, ready to throw as soon as he gets the ball back from his catchers. And speaking of catchers, the Firefighters, Dalton Cornett is going to single into right field.
DC3 now 1 for 3 on the evening. And Philly right back to his torrid pace. A check down to first. Nathan Neuer says that Logan Lacey was able to check his swing. This one blasted deep out to left center. DR Meadows is going to watch it bounce off the wall. Cornett read it very well. He's getting a wave around. Relay from Cox offline. Never really had a chance at all. And Lacey is going to grab an extra 90 on a very rare mental mistake from the glove magician. That'll be his 5th error on the tour. And Lacey with the RBI double, giving the Firefighters a chance at a very important insurance point here in the 8th before we get to the 9th, where every run scored counts as a point. Joe Lytle hacking at the first pitch. Long run for Robert Anthony Cruz into foul territory. Slides just shy of the ball. Another look at the effort from Rack. Gave it all he had. Came up just a couple steps shy, and Joe Lytle dinking that one. Foul! Holy moly. That's as close as it comes. Third base umpire Mark Cole had a great angle. Looks like Corey Pye might want to challenge. Third base coach for the Firefighters. And it is going to be challenged, and this is as close as it comes. This is the first game in 2025 that the broadcasters are not in charge of the challenge. So it's going to be Nathan Neuer and Andrew Gerard, the first and home plate umpires, will run down and take a look at it. They have to see overwhelming evidence to overturn the call on the field. Everything we're seeing here, I mean, I honestly think I would overturn this. I think you can see it skims that line. It just has to get a piece of the line. And it's a tough one, but you see that rubber bouncing off. I do not envy the umpires in their first challenge of the year that they are in charge of. We're not going to see anything from this angle. I do not think it's really that left field shot. And another look from down here. Yeah, that's not going to flip it either. Yeah, the ruling on the field stands. Not a surprising call. I think that was probably the right one to make.
That is probably what I would have made.
But I could have overturned it.
I don't think there was concrete enough evidence.
Yes, and that's fair. But man, did it look like it got a piece of that line. Oh, Lytle is going to make the best of the situation. Peppers the next pitch. Right back up the chute. He's got himself a stake. Lacey comes on in. And Logan Lacey, the jukebox hero, his way to the third base picnic area. Ball and no strikes on Stephen Cullen. Singled his first time, was robbed of a knock his second trip, and then struck out in the 6th, 1 for 3. Ball and a strike as he squares off against the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer on the mound.
And hoping to add to the Firefighters' tally here in the 8th inning. It's Colin with 7 runs batted in his last 4 contests for the Firefighters, and takes the 1-1 delivery inside.
Lytle takes off, and Cullen finds himself a barrel. That is going to be a hop against the wall. Joe Lytle can waltz home, taking off on the pitch. And Cullen's got himself an RBI double. Second 3-run inning of the ball game for the Firefighters. They continue to increase their chances at securing this 8th inning point. And pulling within 2 before we get to the 9th, where every run scored counts as a point.
And with Zach Phillips falling behind Cullen in the 3-ball count, the outfielders had shifted in for possible ball 4 sprint defense. Cullen able to beat that one out, and now he is caught in between of a possible collaboration trick play between Cox and KJ, and they are able to get a force at third base.
Exactly how you draw it up. KJ to Cox, Cox right back to KJ. Looks like he wasn't going to be able to make the play at first. There will be no trick play awarded on that, I'm guessing. Lack of fluidity.
Yes.
Pretty darn fun play, though. And important for the Nanners to get that lead runner. Ends up not mattering at all. Phillips gets the fastball by Noah Bridges, but 3 runs for the Firefighters. They can keep the Nanners to 2 or less. They will grab another point.
Flashlights out and those singing voices on. We're gonna light up the sky and sing a little Yellow. Sing it loud, Grayson Stadium! And what was it called? We love you so much, Banana Nation, and my friend Alicia has something to say too. Go
Welcome back to Live Banana Ball on HBO Max and TruTV. We just turned off the lights here in historic Grayson Stadium and lit up the sky with the phone lights, tradition we call yellow. Marshall Schill out for a 2nd inning of relief. And he's got a 3-run cushion this time around, trying to earn the 2nd point of the ball game for the Firefighters, who currently trail 4-1.
And it's much needed for Marshall Schill, who's in a bit of a sophomore slump with the Firefighters this year. He's allowed a team-high 32 hits. His ball force sprint rate has jumped from 7% to 12.5 here in 2025. And he's averaging more than 2.5 base runners per inning pitched. And currently has a count even with Eric Jones Jr., who doubled his first time up.
Slider floats in there for Schill to grab a 1-2 count. And the slider floats out of the zone to even it back up. Swing and a miss. Sticking with the spinner. Marshall Schill has his first strikeout tonight.
And credit is deserved where it's due. Dalton Cornett has been working on Eric Jones Jr. in that outside portion of the plate all night long. The bender able to get Jones Jr. to expand his zone, and results in pretty crucial swinging strikeout there for Schill.
Yeah, now he sets his sights on Jackson Olsen. Scrapes the outside corner to even up the count. Jackie flew out to right in his lone trip to the plate tonight, and sends another one deep out to right center. Noah Bridges for out number 2. So Bridges takes care of Olsen for the second time tonight. We get to the top of the order, and DR Meadows, a line out and a deep fly out. Barrels each of them has a 10-game hitting streak that is going to end because Alex Ziegler is pinch hitting for him. Thought we might have some intrigue there.
Ouch.
But DR is going to have to try and start a fresh streak tomorrow night.
The heck are you doing? Kill him.
Shout out the legend. We were just in the Hawk Harrelson broadcast booth last weekend on the south side of Chicago. One of the best to ever do it. Beloved by everybody who encountered him. Still an 0-2 count on Ziggy. Had the pleasure of listening to Hawk Harrelson talk with Eric Burns on the phone for about 15 minutes in the 2022 World Tour, as Schill is gonna offer this 0-2 up from about 20 feet behind the wall, nearly front doors the breaking ball. And back to the rubber for the 1-2. Ziggy able to spoil another good pitch.
Ziggy hanging in there despite the funky arm angle from the Submariner, and Marshall Schill now readies himself with a 1-2 pitch, and that slider sailing off the table and outside.
Deuce is wild here. Alex Ziegler trying to spark a 2-out rally. And the Bananas bat trickster runs the count full. That is a star in your scorebook at home. Dalton Cornett, full extension diving scoop to prevent Ziggy from an opportunity to try and steal first.
And that ball skipped in there as well, so Cornett able to pick it, and now Ziggy chopping this over to second base. Parra goes under the legs, Colin fields it behind his back, and the Firefighters cut into the Bananas deficit here in the 8th inning. It is now a 4-2 Nanners lead.
Nice double trick play, good hustle from Ziegler. Barreling down the line, but Parra and Cullen team up to each grab a trick play as we've got a 4-2 game, and into the 9th we go, where every run scored counts as a point. Firefighters down 2. They've got the bottom 3 in their order due to swing it. If they can tie things up, and Bendum the third, who we project to be the closer, if we get to the bottom of the 9th, can put up a 0, we will go to showdowns. Caden Green, South Trimble, and Isaac Paradu to swing it against Danny Do-It-All Hosley, one of the best pitchers in the history of the sport.
Yeah, Hosley has just been nearly unhittable lately against the Firefighters. He has 11 saves and 15 opportunities and became the first pitcher in Banana Ball history to reach 50 career saves last weekend in Chicago. Each of his last 2 innings have been thrown in less than 2 minutes, and he's only allowed 1 earned run to the Firefighters here in 2025. It came on a Logan Lacey solo homer over the Green Monster in Fenway Park. So it's possible that's who the Firefighters opt to use as the golden batter with the bottom of this order due up.
Caden Green singled his last time. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th. He grounded out back in the 3rd. The Firefighters just need 1 man to reach base, and then they can think about tying this game. Peanut is not whole. The bottom hand on his bat, that left hand, still has some swelling, some pain when he swings the bat, but he is powering through it. Firefighters star second baseman Logan Lacey is out with a wrist injury, or Liam Spence rather, I beg your pardon. And Peanut able to play through the pain. Now behind 1-2, cueing that ball foul. Has to look out for that devastating Vulcan changeup, the 12-6 curve, and a fastball in the low 90s from Hosley. Swing and a miss. A Vulcan changeup with gnarly bite to it. And Hosley starts the 9th with a punch out. Looks like we're about to get a golden batter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Firefighters are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of South Trimble is the Firefighters' golden batter. Please welcome DC3 Dalton Cornett.
Well, the best hitter on the squad, a no-brainer when it comes to the golden batter tonight for Val Perez and the Firefighters. Cornett 1 for 3 with a sprint, a run scored, and an RBI tonight.
And he's been hitting laser beams all across the yard. He hasn't exactly gotten the results that he hoped for, but there's nobody who's seen Danny do it all more on this team than Cornett. He's also the first man to ever take Hosley deep back in 2023 in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah. Yep.
He doesn't bite on the 0-2 Vulcan changeup. And cranks that change foul. So far, 4 straight Vulcan changeups from Hosley to Cornett. Another 1-2. Finally shows him a fastball, and it is spoiled. Bouncer to Olsen, fielded between the legs, has trouble getting it back through the legs though, and DC3 is gonna reach on the trick play, missed. And that gives the Firefighters the tying run coming up to home plate.
Well, that is tough to see for Jackson Olsen. You see his glove getting caught on the pants, and from there, Olsen trying to hurry and get that banana ball to Eric Jones Jr. Instead, Cornett able to reach. And now Isaac Parra, the Firefighters switch hitter, showing off his abilities, and may opt to try and just put the ball in play via slap hit.
Close call over at first. And now Parra going back for the slap hit. He's going to take a strike. And South Trimble, who was able to re-enter in his spot because Dalton Cornett was the golden batter for him, is the man aboard. He's the Firefighters team leader with 8 steals in 10 tries. And Parra, with all of his bouncing between batters boxes, has worked himself a 3-1 count. Fastball, low strike, as the count is full. For the payoff, Parra trying to slap hit. And he will poke it foul. Well, you could cut the tension with a knife here. Really intriguing battle between Hosley and Para.
And this is what's going to be very tricky for the Bananas. Para, only goal for him right now is to make sure he can put the ball in play in some capacity and just make some contact. He does. And this one is going to go off of home plate umpire Andrew Gerard, and Bill Leroy immediately checking on him.
Of course, there's no bunting in banana ball, but as long as Para doesn't move his hands up the bat, it's not a bunt. It's a softball move called a soft slap. You get another look at it here. And another 3-2, Para whiffs on that one. Mosley with another punch out. The Firefighters down to their final out.
And it comes in the form of Ron Franklin Jr. again batting leadoff for the first time in his banana ball career, but has 3 doubles, 2 homers, and 5 runs batted in against the Nanners this season, and is coming off of an incredible season at Eastern Kentucky in 2024. He launched 17 long balls.
He's in the catbird seat, ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Big swing and a miss. Franklin has a hat trick of strikeouts tonight with a single in that 3-run 5th inning. Firm fastball as the Firefighters down to their final strike. The 2-2. Lined out to right center field. That's going to drop. Ron Franklin Jr. in the clutch. Tribble's going station to station. He's not the man who matters. Hot boy Ron on first base represents the game's tying run. And now Dalton Cornett is going to get to see Hosley for a second time this inning. He reached on the trick play, missed. Trimble is running in his stead on second.
This is just a replay cam, so this is like our static shot.
Cornett represents the go-ahead run. Bouncer to second. Fielded between the legs. Olsen nails the trick play that time. And the Nanners come away with a 4-2 victory. They take night 1 of this 3-game set here in Savannah.
And Olsen able to get the redemption he was looking for against the man the first trick play missed came against. Dalton Cornett, the final out. The Nanners 4-2 victors. And this game completed in 1 hour and 33 minutes tonight.
That is 9 innings, folks. 9 innings in 1 hour and 33 minutes. That is remarkable. And you get another look at the trick play from the Great 8. So the Bananas gain a half game on the Party Animals, who are off tonight. And will do battle against the Tailgaters tomorrow night from Starkville, Mississippi. And let's get a look at the numbers behind the Bananas' 36th victory of 2025. Noah Nisnik, who dazzled across 4 innings of 5 strikeout, no run ball, with a couple points earned, is our showman of the game.
He entered tonight 6-0 against the Firefighters last time, now improves to 7-0, and Sam Bauman has gotten his down on the field with more.
Yes, he's our showman of the game. He worked quick tonight after a 2.5-hour delay. You went out in 4 innings, did 5 strikeouts, part of a double play. Were you trying to just get people to bed tonight?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you didn't even say hi to me, so if we want to restart, that's okay, but I'll just keep going. Yeah, you know, long rain delay, you know, we were kind of losing our minds there in that clubhouse, but, you know, once we got that green light, we didn't look back.
Niz, would you mind? It's just late. I figured maybe we could just lay down a little bit. Niz, is this something you've dreamt about for a while?
Actually, last night, matter of fact. Yeah, it started off kind of like a nightmare, but, you know, once we, you know, started riding the wave, you know, made a couple adjustments, it turned into something special.
guys, it was all a dream for Noah Niznik, and it's about time for bed. Yeah. I'm usually a little spoon, but we can work with this. Because, Josh?
I lost my sleep machine.
Enjoy your rest down there. It is well deserved, both of you. Thanks, SB. Thanks for the time and insight. Noah Niznik, another look at his Showman of the Night performance. Started with a strikeout to kick off the ball game, and he just kept on cooking. 4 Ks on the fastball, 1 with the circle change.
It might be the best night we have ever seen from Noah Niznik with his fastball here in 2025. Not only did he collect the strikeouts, but he fielded his position awfully well too, as he was able to make an out early in the game and then also cap off a double play as well for the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, what a snag with the bases loaded and no outs. That prevented a disastrophe as we welcome you back inside with Josh Talevsky, Pico Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Thursday night with us here in virtual Banana Land as we approach 11:10 p.m. on the East Coast. We will bid you adieu until tomorrow night. We'll be back on action. Hopefully we can have first pitch around 7 p.m. Eastern, as was the plan tonight. We'll be right back here on TruTV and HBO Max. And a big thank you to our entire crew, our executive producer, Yvonne Trezak, our director, Chad Reese, down on the field, Zach Staten and Sam Bauman, and of course, Josh Talevsky up in the booth. I'm Pico Scala saying so long for now. The Nanners come away with a 4-2 victory. They are within 2.5 games of the Party Animals for the #1 seed in the Banana Ball 2025 Tour Championship. We will see you later!